Guys, halo, halo guys, welcome to my new channel. Oke, sekarang kita akan ada event lagi sih ya. Berikut eventnya. Oke, fokus. Gebyar Hikmat dan Kebijaksanaan. Ini eventnya aku belum memenuhi syarat, tapi aku menggunakan fitur mulai cepat ya. Aku tidak peduli apapun yang terjadi. Strange.
I heard lots of people talking about this Akademiya extravaganza thing earlier. Wonder what that is.
Wow.
Maybe there'll be fun things to do there. Let's go to the Akademiya and have a look for ourselves.
Oke. Bentar, oke. Oh, belum. Salah pencet. Menuju quest. Lokasi request sedang terlibat dalam quest lain. Silakan lihat rinciannya. Bersulang demi kemenangan. Ya ampun. Bisa begini loh. Nah, kelarin dulu deh berarti yang ini mah. Sorry ya guys, kebentrok begini, kesel juga aing. Gimana tuh ya? Jalan dulu aja. Kayak gue jalan ke sana dikit langsung ke detek nih. Ya nggak sih? Lucu banget ketahuan gue.
I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today. Panic-stricken, but unable to muster the...
Good morning. Looks like you're awake. Yep, yep. I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. I hope you'll like it. It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy. Well, now that I've recovered from Alizar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now. And Paimon bets they're all delicious. Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night. Nope, Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up, so Paimon didn't open it. Alright, let's read it now. Oh, it's from Milu. Ahem. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Sino's reinstatement as the General Mahamudra.
Oh,
As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days. Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing. Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident people like you. Oh, you're embarrassing me. Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look. Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainari.
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well, thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy
thanks
with
for
work again.
asking.
It's fine, I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Apasia. For now, I only need to tend to my forest watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
Withering ya.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino got his position back.
Oh,
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Huh? You mean he was already here? Why didn't he come to say hi to us?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
Then you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps. Or, alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast. You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it, not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh? VIPs? Very...
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidia forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Yes, he's a
Gitu
little
toh.
weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies, and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidia forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that be okay?
You've recovered well. You may go. But be careful.
Yay! Will do!
Di sini, eh.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right?
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon,
We got your letters, and here we are!
you're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet.
Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived?
Yeah, I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all.
Bisa gitu
You have
loh.
no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too.
Dancer on the battle.
Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar.
Yang malu-malu
For
anjir.
Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense! It is not for us to determine the
Dancer on the
value
stage, ya
of an
ampun
audience.
battle. Stage, panggung.
Indeed, we could
Salah
try
aing.
giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can
Eh,
find...
kok 43 juga ya? Salah,
You guys are so funny. There's really no need for that. I'm satisfied just being
Kos,
able
kos,
to
kos.
perform here.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon,
44.
could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered? If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
Yeah, we can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going now.
When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos, and Alhaitham was at the Akademiya. As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Akademiya from time to time. I'm not too sure about Ramon's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me.
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler.
Gimana itu? Gue pause dulu rekamannya. Di handphone nggak membantu ternyata, ya Allah. Harus ganti karakter ini sih. Ya, rendering coy. Kesel aing. Nah. Oh tuh jatuh beneran coy.
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there. Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the house of Dana. You should be able to find him there. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now you two are here. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way. We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
Oh. Udah nge-streaming, rekaman lagi, gila, gila udah gue.
Please show me your credentials.
Hatham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But it looks like he might not have time for us.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what
Oh,
happened
ini
in the
karakter
Akademiya.
barunya.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Hah?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman,
Master
chances
builder.
are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment.
Sindir
And
banget ya.
anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
You... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Aduh, jatuh mikanya.
What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The Akademiya might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Having a fight.
Forget what's going on with the Akademiya. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I
Arsiteknya.
need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think I'd believe that?
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage.
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Sipet ya kayaknya Ayla Hitam. Kasihan
Yeah, Hatham.
Oh, it's you two. What's
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to all Hatham of the Akademiya, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole Akademiya was practically turned upside down.
Tainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new
Oh,
god.
gila, Cok.
In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the Akademiya. I don't know where to begin.
Yeah, you're right. Huh.
Berat sih.
Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all
Ngalangin
this
ya
time.
teksnya ya.
But then again, the 6 great schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Akademiya was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the Akademiya. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great sages. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Yes.
Tumben
about
payment
that.
pinter.
You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Akademiya. But I refused.
Huh? But why? Can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Siapa itu pemimpin?
All right. So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the Akademiya before the new sages take office. And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars. Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Such is the work of the Akademiya scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
Alright, I'll see you there.
Jauh amat di Port Ormos.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could you...
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are
Dunia Zerg.
Junior Dad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire life. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it.
Yeah!
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so
Siapa
I'm
anjir
accompanying
dadakan
her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I
Ada
guess I'm
apa
just
tuh,
used
kaget.
to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Resignation? You mean you're quitting?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue to be our bodyguard.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady.
My
When I took
lady.
this job, I'd already decided that I'd quit as soon as you delivered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But
Dia itu hewan liar ya,
just finished
hati-hati.
one of the most dangerous jobs ever! Are you getting bored already?
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through.
Tentara Bahrain
Life is
England.
short, and I'm happy that I got to be a
Manusia
part of
liar
that
anjir.
operation.
Lihat aja dari bajunya.
But the whole
Liar
thing
banget
also
kan.
made me realize
Membuat
that there are
pikiran liar.
still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
We just came from talking with Al-Haytham at the Akademiya.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the Akademiya?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Al-Haytham told me that now was a good time to find a job in the Akademiya, but only if I wanted to.
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Gila sih.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as a scholar.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. Al-Haytham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight, so he suggested I find some work in the Akademiya.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super amazing.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory for me.
I don't want to see you go, but I'll respect your decision.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again.
Bebasnya memang bagian tak terpisahkan dari diri
Once
dia
the
ya.
whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy too. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh? But wait a second. You make it sound like you're leaving now.
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were wondering if you had received a letter from Nilu.
Oh, did Nilu write to us?
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually off napping on the job.
Right.
Tadi gue lihat layarnya
Quite early in the morning,
ngembang ya.
so the old man on duty is
Layar kapalnya
also
kebuka.
usually
Atau
dozing
nggak
off.
jalan?
So what it really sounds like is that the person person on duty is always asleep.
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu asked us to come and check on that.
Sorry to make you two come all the way out here.
Siapa lagi?
It must be something important for Nilu to specifically write to us like that.
Yes, she said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. She was hoping you could come.
Great! I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up looking like this?
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that.
Ya, kirain mau
Anyway,
bahas skin, Jo.
I think she wants to see us as our most natural
Skin deh
selves.
yang lain atau skin
Alright,
elit.
then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in
Busana-busana yang
Paris.
mewah
Don't
gitu.
forget.
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us know. We'll see you there.
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Raman are?
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace. Normally no one knows his whereabouts.
Oh,
Muncul layarnya kebuka, bener.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru village. You can try your luck there. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. You can ask Sino when you meet him.
Kasih.
Don't mention it. You better get going.
all right, on to our next stop.
Wah, jauh euy.
It's been a while since we last visited Aru village. Ah, there's Sino.
Kebetulan anjir.
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tanari is recovering well too.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right? Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Tainari has
Bang
excellent
Paiman
medical
juga
skills.
ikut pingsan
Paula
pas
is quite
traveler
attentive.
pingsan
It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean Candace?
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like to see them. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Raman! And, Sataria?
Oh, you know me?
Well, you're pretty famous in the Akademiya.
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding a new direction.
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I should start by saying I've decided to leave the Akademiya.
What?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. Instead, you could say I've found a new identity. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar.
Tadi yang
but
awal-awal
I've not
itu kan?
completely given up on my relationship to knowledge either.
I can see
Jadi
what you're
tumbalnya
saying
baladir
now.
gitu.
What do you
Ketemu Tuhan baru,
I
Tuhan baru,
plan to
dewas
leave
itu
the
yang baru
Akademiya
ya.
and return to teach here in the desert.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Sataria will return to support
Lanjut
education
jadi
here
guru.
and teach people
Mantap.
from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people
kanan
with the
semua tuh
best
hewannya.
aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people. That is the true meaning of education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Ataria is more than welcome to come teach here.
Keren cuy.
Her arrival is like a star shining in the desert night. The stars have always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night. They lead those in the dark out of trouble and back to safety.
Oh, please, where's all of this coming from? I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed.
You
Embarrassed.
deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary actions that common people would easily overlook.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the Akademiya doesn't allow scholars to teach in the desert without permission. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert dwellers are as lucky as me. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts constantly bombarding my soul. Sataria, you tread a treacherous path,
Berat,
and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Akademiya's grasp on you will become. Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
Miss.
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people after going home. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Akademiya. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Azar has received much needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Akademiya for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with members of the Eremites. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and Rahman.
Cepet ya
So
Sataria.
much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Akademiya, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali. I believe the people will make good use of them.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hands on them.
Apart from this, the Akademiya is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. I'll let you and Sataria know as soon as I have any more news. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long-term effectiveness.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
Enough
Bijak
about us.
kata-katanya.
Are you here to discuss some business too?
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf of Nilu. Nilu wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she asked us to come find everyone personally. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hopes that all of you will be able to attend. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated. Paimon thought you would only start working for the Akademiya after the feast.
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've heard of it.
Tainari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds to me like you'll have to be there.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not like feasts very much.
No, not really. but I'll go.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss Sataria in the desert, so I'll have to pass.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Although, if you'd be so kind, please give a message to Miss Nilu for me. The message is, I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful, so much so that it was prohibited.
Nah tuh.
Please keep dancing, and someday I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
Got it.
Jangan sampai kabur. Gila cu, nunggu 2 hari lagi juga nih. Ya udah. Lama Shalala. Shalalala.
Today's the big day. Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along.
Let's go. Dari mana ya? Dari belakang deh. Kalau malam layarnya gelap, kalau pagi, siang layarnya terang. Itu baru tahu.
Make my escape.
Nggak bisa diganggu gua tuh, gue liat.
And then where do I go?
Wah, pintunya mah harus dari sini. Muter lagi.
Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very happy to see you here.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us.
Well,
over
even
here.
better.
Let's share some great food and drinks. And
Everything looks quite good.
Wow, Paimon can't wait. Traveler, just look at all the delicious food here.
Gue yang punya peliharaan kayak gitu malu coy, rasanya bisa ngomong kayak begitu, kayak enak seenaknya ke majikannya.
Wow, it's so delicious. Oh, this grilled meat tastes amazing.
the food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand
Nah,
Bazaar.
masih aja cuy makanannya.
And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Ah, feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to this.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. You've always been amazing, Dia.
My lady sure has a way with words. Thanks. I'm glad to hear it.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together. It's unbelievable.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully. Moreover, judging from the results, everything worked out well.
Yeah, everyone gave it their all when it mattered most. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show. Everyone played their part, and thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a great success.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Akademiya.
Yes, even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. The Akademiya basically abandoned her because of it. This should be something everybody should remember. You look surprised. I didn't say anything wrong, did I?
No, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Even if those two
Wah, ada
giants
apa
in the
ini?
Akademiya are here,
Gua nggak tahu
I
apa-apa
still
ya.
have to say it.
Halo, welcome to
Those
the
sages
stream.
really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru, and what did they do in return?
Oh iya, nggak nyadar mereka.
If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Akademiya's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the Akademiya right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Say hello
Could you
dulu atau
try
say
to put
hello.
it another
Hello,
way?
hello, no hello.
This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the
Yang
rules
kucing,
of our
yang
nation
kucing,
were
kucing, yang
suddenly
kucing.
cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean your life working as the Akademiya's scribe.
Precisely.
Wait, is that all?
Is that all?
That's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
Salah
That's
taruh.
right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day, just like I'm doing now.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Waduh, ngobrol orang-orang atau
My lady, the grilled meat over there is delicious. Have you tried it?
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. Oh, they're very sweet. What an amazing place to relax. No wonder everybody likes to
Senyumnya
visit
tutup
the
mata,
Grand
eh.
Bazaar.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody. Oh, now I have the chance to meet all the heroes.
Jangan sungkan, aku senang bisa
Hey,
datang.
less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The feast is about having fun, not stuffy formalities.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings. But the atmosphere...
Belum selesai ngomongnya,
today has a
skip.
unique meaning. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts. Unlike the farces at the Akademiya. That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by
Kutu buku,
studying. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
Ah, there you are, traveler.
Oh, senyumnya tutup mata cuy.
How is it?
Orang-orang
Are you
Genshin ini
enjoying the feast
flyover.
today?
Oh ya, biar jelas kali ya.
It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional people to one place. I was a little nervous myself. You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary.
Ada chatnya,
It's
simbol
unbelievable
apa?
that we've got everyone together here. Almost like a fairy tale. Make sure you live it up tonight.
Muka senyumnya
I'll
lucu.
be happy as long as you're enjoying yourselves. I'm honored to have her think of me this way. If I have a chance
Gue kira
in the
cuma
future,
omongan doang anjir,
I would
beneran
really
disampaikan
like to
pesannya
invite
tadi
her to one
Setaria.
of my performances. I can't explain why, but I just feel elated right now. Thank you.
Lucu mukanya. Coba lihat lebih dekat. Halo, konsumnya lucu.
The atmosphere here is good. And everything is delicious. Yeah, I don't often come to such places. But it feels quite good. I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise, I could show you around. There's always next time. We're friends after all. This feast is pretty good.
Pengumuman.
I like it.
Kelar kah? Nah, lucu cuy senyumnya ini. Milo.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep
Mila.
here. Paimon will
Ya,
go find
bersihin
something
aja.
delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up once you put something yummy in your tummy. Of course, just wait here for Paimon.
Pasti masih ada sesuatu ini, Baladir. Jadi patung,
It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you.
Enak banget
The
ngomong.
connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon. I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events,
Kan, hitam
so
putih
I really
Naida.
haven't had any free time.
Lucu.
Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with. Please say thank you to everyone for me. Is it not convenient for you to do that for me? But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't they? What if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feast? That'd be the last thing I want. Let me think about it.
Lucu banget
Okay,
Oke.
yes, I have.
Eh.
You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So, I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The flora also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky.
Segitunya, Cuk. Lucu banget.
Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food. It's me. Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up, what's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feast?
No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the Akademiya, the sages, the doctor, the balladeer, and even the entirety of Sumeru. Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Teyvat would have suffered great misfortune. People refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to your relationship with me. Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you. You don't have to do this.
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between the Akademiya and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the right path.
Wis no, Cuk.
You're
Item.
an Archon,
Lawan.
but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan.
Nilo lucu
I hope
makanya.
you like the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
Tuh kalau Jepangnya kayaknya teks lebih panjang lagi.
Yeah.
Nggak berasa sejam. Udah next day aja.
Awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton.
Oh, itu masih apa kalau dibandingin sama Paimon.
That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the sage of gluttony. Alright, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida? She should be in the Akademiya right about now. If you have any questions, now's your chance to ask.
Mana nih, Wow, acara pembukaan udah selesai, coy. Oke, thank you. Video kali ini like, comment, and subscribe di channel. And see you next time. Bye-bye. Nah itu buat itunya. Sekarang kita udah bisa seharusnya buat Gebyar Hikmat dan Kebijaksanaan. Salah Dimana itu ya? Akhirnya mulai eventnya.
A moment, if you would. Are you two the famous traveler and Paimon by any chance?
We sure are. And who are you?
My name is Wikas, a member of the Akademiya Extravaganza Planning Committee. Have you two heard of this festival?
Yep, and that's exactly why we're here.
Is that so? Looks like our advertising is working. Since you're both interested, would you mind if I gave you a brief explanation of the event? So, the Akademiya Extravaganza is a grand event run by the Akademiya with a long and storied history. To be precise, it can be divided into the Wisdom Gala and the Inter Darshan Championship. The gala is held annually. During this time, all 6 Darshans will set up booths throughout the city and host guests to showcase the most fascinating aspects of their school, and thus increase their influence. On the other hand, the championship is held once every 4 years. Each Darshan will send a representative to vie for the position of Grand Champion. This year, the gala is being held alongside the championship, so the mood in the city is, as they say, at an unprecedented fever pitch.
Got it. Cool. Thanks a bunch for the detailed explanation.
You're most welcome. Answering questions regarding the Akademiya Extravaganza is my job. And I actually do have something I would like to ask the two of you.
Huh? Need our help with something?
Well, let me begin by saying that this year's Akademiya Extravaganza is of utmost importance to us. Lesser Lord Kusanali and the sages came up with a plan for the Akademiya to recruit talented people from the desert starting next year. As such, we've invited a great number of desert dwellers to take part in this festival, so they can hopefully experience the Akademiya's atmosphere ahead of time. I've heard that the two of you are famous across both the rainforest and desert. With your participation, especially in the Inter Darshan Championship, more people will definitely come to appreciate the festival.
01.01.00.
Exactly. Or do you mean you want us to join a Darshan? But then we would have to deal with exams and essays and stuff like that.
No need to worry. The championship participants have already been selected.
Gue sarapan
I'm
apa
to
ya?
invite the
Belum
two of you as
sarapan.
guest commentators. Your job will be to observe and record every part of the competition. There's no pressure. Just follow each match and enjoy the festival. Aside from that, we'll also prepare some compensation for your efforts. We won't have you working for free.
That kind of sounds like a sweet deal. What do you think?
Udah selesai ngomong belum?
You can head over to the festival venue later. An organizer there will introduce each participant. Some of them even might be people you recognize. I'll leave it at that for now. So, how about it? Would you like to take this commission?
Wow, having fun while getting paid? This sounds awesome!
The main event venue is at the outskirts of the Citadel of Regzar, and the organizer you're looking for is Karina. Tell her the situation and she'll get you set up. The championship is going to begin soon. I wish you a good experience serving as commentators. If you have any doubts, come find me anytime.
Alrighty, off we go!
Yang datang dan pergi. Mending teleport Gede banget acaranya.
prizes for this iteration of the Inter Darshan Championship. Fabulous monetary rewards, research funds, a limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card, and the right to wear the Diadem of Knowledge. I believe that I need not elaborate as to how this is a symbol of great honor.
She should be Karina, right? Looks like she's in the middle of something. Let's wait till she's less busy, then go introduce ourselves.
The Diadem of Knowledge. What a perfect work of art.
Every time I see it, I feel like I'm losing myself in its beauty. The one who proves fit to wear it must be a rare genius indeed.
I believe that most of you have already seen the Diadem of Knowledge or have heard tales about it. 20 years ago, a researcher named Sachin bought it for a large sum of mora before donating it to the Akademiya. The generous championship prizes are also sourced from his sponsorship. Before we begin, allow me to express our gratitude to this researcher, who cannot be with us right now.
Wow, apaan tuh, Wih, apa-apaan itu?
Things can only get worse. Things can only go from bad to worse. Human nature begets conflict, and conflict begets ruin. From the beginning, the seeds of wickedness have been.
Hey, stop spacing out! Paimon called out to you, but you didn't respond. You okay? Did you stay up late without telling Paimon?
All right. I'm sure we're all more than ready for the championship to begin. Now then, let's invite our 6 Darshan representatives to the stage. Our contestants are... Representing Amorta, Tainari!
Wih, keren,
Representing Spontamod, Sino!
Malu-malu, lucu.
Representing Ratawahist, Layla!
Ilmu filsafat, ada jurusan-jurusannya ya? Nggak lihat,
Representing Haravatat, Farzan! Representing Ksharawar, Kave!
Teknologi, siap.
And for Vahumana... Is Vahumana's representative not here yet?
These introductions are pointless. Let's just get this over with.
Wait a sec. Why is he Vahumana's representative?
Finally, our final contestant is Vahumana's representative, Hat Guy!
Om Tobi. Setelah membuang nama dan masa lalunya, dia sekarang menjadi wanderer. Meskipun dia berpakaian seperti Shugenja, tutur kata dan perbuatannya tidak seperti Shugenja. Shugenja apa ya? Sifat yang tidak bisa diprediksi seperti angin yang berembus tanpa arah. Dulu dia adalah musuh yang berbahaya, tapi kepentingan yang sama telah mendorong kalian untuk menjadi sekutu sementara. Menghapus permusuhan antar kedua belah pihak di masa lalu. Tapi masa lalu tetap meninggalkan jejak di hati, kepercayaan, pengkhianatan, kebaikan, kebencian. Masa lalu telah membentuk masa kini. Masa depan seperti apa yang akan dibawanya?
Oh, so that's Hat Guy. I think I've seen him before.
You know who he is?
I've heard that he's a researcher from a different country who nominally belongs to Vahumana. Word is that he's written a lot of political analyses. His manner of speech hasn't made him popular amongst most other Vahumana researchers, but his comings and goings are quite irregular, so he doesn't interact with others much.
Aside from his more controversial aspects, his perspectives are considered quite incisive. Vahumana has seen a dearth of new talent lately, and some of its existing ones are not currently at the Akademiya, so I suspect he might have been their only option.
It's just kinda weird. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd participate in competitions like this one.
Now that we have our 6 contestants, the championship will soon begin. Who will triumph this time around? Hold on to your hats, because we're all on this ride together.
We really do know a lot of the contestants. Oh, right. We're guest commentators, aren't we? So figuring out everyone's reasons for participating is in our job description. Let's go ask them him when we go say hi. Especially him. Paimon still thinks it's weird that he's here.
We meet again.
Ngobrolnya langsung dua orang ya.
Hey Tainari, we came here to check out this extravaganza event, and then they invited us to be guest commentators.
Is that so? I heard that there would be guest commentators recording the proceedings with cameras, but I didn't expect they'd be you two.
It's a pleasant surprise that you're visiting Sumeru again while I'm still on leave. When everything comes together perfectly like this, I call it the biryani factor. Because it's always rice to meet stew again.
Ugh. So, Tainari, you're representing a Murta.
Tadi ngomong apa sih, No?
Sino is representing Spantamad.
Soalnya bukan kebenaran.
Haven't you both already graduated?
Apaan yang
Can
kebenaran?
alumni also take part in the competition?
I had wondered the same thing. When I was told the news, I was actually more shocked than you are now. I later found out that
kelasnya,
anyone who has
gue
been a
kelas
part
dari
of
jam
a
11 sampai jam
has the right to
5
participate.
sore, anjay.
Graduation status has no effect.
So that's a rule, huh?
There are some restrictions, though. For example, sages cannot participate. Any given person can only participate in one instance of the championship, and so on.
That's right.
So on.
Also, there are two methods by which the Darshan representatives are chosen. One is self-nomination, and the other is to be recommended by over half of one's Darshan.
You must have been a case of the
Tiknari suaranya agak beda ya?
I heard that quite a few of your juniors petitioned for your candidacy.
Sometimes I wish I could clap a few of them over the head and tell them to spend that time on studying instead. Well, you can, but after some consideration, I realized this could be a good opportunity for me. Next month, we're having a public lecture on ecology at Gandharvaville. If I participate in this event, I might be able to utilize its popularity to promote the lecture. I'm not that concerned about becoming the champion, unlike someone here.
Yes, I'm using the last of my leave for this. When I heard the limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card was one of the prizes, I signed myself up. This year's card is a rare one indeed. It would be a shame if I missed out on it.
Wait, is it some kind of super powerful card?
No, it's a very common one. But it has a holographic layer.
So what's the point?
It's very cool.
It's very cool.
Paimon meant apart from being very cool.
That is reason enough. I shall do my all to emerge victorious and add it to my deck.
As someone who doesn't play cards much, I can't quite relate. But it isn't surprising that everyone has their own reasons for taking part in the tournament.
Fair enough. Alright, let's go find someone else to question.
Lama juga ya ngobrolnya. Wah, ini bertiga nih.
Huh? Oh, it's you. Why are you here?
Oke, udah kenal ya. Dari ceritanya udah kenal ya.
Guest commentators. Our job is to record what happens during the competition.
Is that so? In that case, I'll have to trouble you to catch the moment of my triumph on camera. Remember to shoot from behind at a lower angle. You know, to capture a seniors class.
Oh, sombong banget. Faruzan, seorang pelajar dari 100 tahun yang lalu. Ah? Iya, pas 100 tahun yang lalu. Seorang senior populer di Harvatat. Namanya nih. Tapi dia terkenal Sumeru karena bakatnya di bidang mesin. Dia pernah terperangkap dalam sebuah reruntuhan dan berhasil kabur setelah melalui berbagai bahaya. Namun 100 tahun yang sudah berlalu sejak dia terperangkap dalam reruntuhan Sumeru, dia dikenal sudah berubah. Yang dia kenal sudah berubah. Oh, Meski Sumeru berganti dan akademik sudah tidak sama dan memiliki banyak pendapat tentang situasi Akademiya sekarang dan memiliki sikap yang dingin terhadap kata-kata para pelajar. Namun asalkan kamu mengira dengan panggilan Bu Faruzan, sebenarnya dia adalah orang enak di
Don't get ahead of yourself now.
Harus dipanggil Bu dulu ya.
Obviously be mine.
You're far too young to even consider challenging me. Kasharwar or Ratawahist, you're all children as far as I'm concerned. Actually, I was going to ask, how do you know me, Madam Farzan?
Madam Farzan.
You don't remember? I sometimes see you in the library at night. You even waved at me. What? I don't remember doing that at all. Huh.
Tidur.
How strange. However, this is not the time for curiosity. I am Farozan, a household name in Haravatat. You are Layla from Ratawahist, I presume? Yes. Good. Then we are officially introduced. See? Simple as that. I like respectful ones, by the way. Would you like to join my research group?
Maksa
Madam Faruzan, I'm quite sure this counts as poaching. Let's dial things down.
I know, but it's been tough getting people these days, and research funding has been hard to secure. But once I win this tournament, it'll be a different story. So you're just here to increase the amount of funding you're getting? Well, not just that. What, are you curious about my reasons for participating in this event? Well, I suppose that's to be expected. You are our guest commentators after all. There's been an influx of newly enrolled students, and they'll be paying close attention to this competition. If I do win, I'm certain that there will be no lack of students knocking upon my door. Moreover, research resources will be made available to the victor, so that will nix my funding issues. Therefore, my two juniors, I do apologize, but I'll do my best as well. At least I don't plan to lose too badly.
Keklik tadi spasinya.
So, why are you here, Layla? I don't know why, but a lot of people recommended me. I didn't sign up myself. I just woke up to find my name on the announcement board. That sounds like what happened to Tainari. Him too? Oh, I'm really nervous. I've been so worried about disappointing everyone that I've
Kantong matanya cuk, kesian banget.
losing sleep. Stress not, young one. We must all experience failure to grow and mature.
Kita harus gagal untuk bisa tumbuh.
I don't want to fail.
Seriously? Everyone has such nice reasons for joining. Must I say?
Yes, you do. We gotta record it.
Well, you know, right? I want to buy some property.
Oh, that's right. You want to move out of Alhaitham's.
What? Al-Haytham? What about him? This has nothing to do with him.
Oh, right. Sorry, Paimon has no idea what she was talking about.
Lucu cuy.
So, you want to use the grand prize to buy a place, right?
Correct. Also,
Properti itu kayak rumah biasanya mas sebutannya.
Championship when I was young, but he didn't.
Kalau di game-game juga gitu beli properti, tapi propertinya apa ya rumah.
In a way, I'll be helping my father fulfill a dream of his.
That's not a bad reason at all. You have ambition, youngster. Although your chances with me here aren't great, I believe your father would be most proud if the diadem of knowledge were bestowed upon you.
Not that he'll have the chance to celebrate. My father passed away many years ago. They say he ran into quicksand while traveling in the desert.
For you to have experienced such a thing, that must have been tough for you.
It's all in the past now, and life goes on, doesn't it? Let's change topics. I don't want to bring the mood down.
All right. Earlier, you said that you want to use the prize Mora to purchase a home. Where do you live now? Do you live alone?
Aduh, batuk. Well.
I also heard you mention Al-Haytham just a moment ago. Isn't he also from Haravatat? Are you two hiding something from me?
No, of
Aduh,
course
telat.
not. Why would you think that?
Paimon's definitely not involved either. We're gonna go interview other contestants now. Bye!
Muka cuy. Mukanya lucu cuy. Traveler. Nah, satu lagi. Mana tuh lagi? Wes solo coy dia wanderer.
So, what are you...
Just call me Hat Guy. That's the name I use in Vahumana.
That sounds like a nickname, not a real name.
So I can't go by a simple, ordinary name?
Fine, suit yourself. Alright then, Hat Guy, why are you taking part in the Inter Darshan Championship? We're specially invited guest commentators, so play nice and answer our questions.
Ancam cok.
You could be Matra for all I care. So what if I don't answer you? What then? I'll tell you this much. I have an agreement with someone not to reveal my motives.
You're not plotting something in secret, are you?
Well, it's hard to say. Why don't you take a guess?
Ugh, Paimon's had it with you. Fine, be that way. Then we won't ask you why you're participating. Instead, why did you join Vahumana?
You two sure like to poke your noses where they don't belong. If I don't say anything, are you going to annoy me to death? I heard that the Vahumana researcher named Akbar was researching the Tatarasuna incident, so I wrote a few essays to refute his points. Later, when I was bored, I wrote some commentary on societal issues in Inazuma. I didn't expect Vahumana to consider me as one of them. Someone even invited me to a lecture or whatever. From start to finish, it was just the wishful thinking of idiots. A misunderstanding. There's your answer. Simple. But when Lesser Lord Kusanali heard about this, she went out of her way to get me registered in Vahumana. She used the name Hat Guy.
Untuk daftar kenapa di Vahumana.
Enough chit-chat. You're better off wasting your time with
Gara-gara
the other
Nahida,
contestants. Someone's about to get very unlucky. Wanna guess who?
How is anyone supposed to relax with you around? We've gotta stay alert and keep a close eye on him.
Mukanya kayak lucu banget.
Looks like Karina's got a moment now. Let's go chat with her.
Let's go chat with her.
You must be the guest commentators we've
Beneran,
I've heard about you. I saw you two having quite the lively conversation, so I thought it would be best to wait. Are you two free right now?
We were actually looking for you, too.
Excellent. Then please allow me to explain your job responsibilities in detail. First, please take these two things. The first item is a custom camera from the Akademiya. Please use it to record the competition as it unfolds. The second is an event-specific locator that will flag all participants' locations. It will also sound when one of them completes an objective.
Wow! What a convenient little thing!
Aside from you two, there are two other commentators. However, they will remain by the commentators area and will not be following the contestants in real time. Speaking of which, you probably know them. Alhaitham and Nilu.
Oh, it's them! We have to go over and say hi later.
Well, don't let me keep you unless you have any questions for me.
Kalian lihat ada orang paruh baya berrambut putih lewat?
Why do you ask? Really? I didn't see any such person. Could I ask when you saw him? Strange. I was on stage the entire time and I didn't see anyone come up.
Paimon didn't see anyone either.
Perhaps you're mistaken. However, if you have any leads on that matter, you can talk to me at any time.
Lucu,
Hey, traveler. Paimon. Long time no
Kandes,
see.
Ih, Kandes gila nanggung banget.
Candace! You two are here as well!
Keren,
Ah, so they're two friends of yours. In that case, I'll take my leave. May you all have a wonderful time during the extravaganza.
The Akademiya sent us both invitations, so Dia suggested that we come together. The villagers were also encouraging me to travel outside the village. I couldn't find it in myself to turn them down.
We're here now, so no point dwelling on that. Even though this extravaganza isn't a holiday or anything, it's still a big deal here in Sumeru. Merchants from all over will set up shop. There'll be tons of stuff to eat, use, wear, more than you can count. I'm already set on helping you buy 2 new outfits. I mean, who wears the same thing at work and home anyway?
I'm looking forward to it. Just being able to relax and wander the streets freely has already made my day.
So, traveler.
But we've got work to do right now.
Aw, that's a shame. Let's hang out together when you're free then.
Sure!
In that case, can't
out first. Good clothing and fabrics are very much in demand. If you snooze, you lose. Oh, right. We should also get some accessories.
No need to rush. I think we'll have a better time if we take things slow.
See you later. Feel free to come find us whenever you have the time.
Paimon didn't think that Candace and Dia would come. Hanging out with them sounds like a great time. Still, looks like the competition's starting soon. Let's go over to where Alhaitham is and see what's going on.
Kesepakatan tidak direvisi dan tak terduga. Apaan nih maksudnya?
I will now announce the rules for the first round of the competition. Please listen carefully. During the opening ceremony, Akademiya staff released several cages of butterflies, and many of them are now fluttering within Sumeru City. Amongst these butterflies, 3 of them will be special swift flies. They have a different appearance and also fly a little faster. Your objective this round is to find a swift fly and bring it to me. 3 points will be awarded to the first participant to return, 2 to the second, and 1 point to the third. That is all for the first round. Should you require clarification on anything, please ask any of the other staff.
Alhaitham's all business all the time, huh? That said, how did he get picked to be a commentator? Paimon's kinda curious.
Finding 3 specific butterflies in a place as large as Sumeru City sounds rather improbable.
If these swift flies behave anything like regular butterflies...
I'm off. It will take some time to search every corner of Sumeru City.
Huh? You're going just like that?
Just like that?
A champion walks the road to victory.
My dear Kasharawar Jr., I have a plan. How about some cooperation between you and me?
Cooperation?
Looks like everyone's got their own plans for this toughie. We're supposed to go on stage next, right? Let's wait and see everyone's reactions first. Huh? Wait a minute. Look, he seems to be observing the other contestants just like we are. We were right not to let our guard down.
Do you remember those things we made previously?
Huh? You mean...
It's time for them to shine.
It looks like Faruzan and Kaveh have some secret plan.
Oh, hello there. Madame Faruzan and I are discussing how...
Shh! Hush now! The walls have ears around here. We should keep it a secret for now, but you'll find out what we have in store soon enough. Come now, let's go, before the others act.
All right, there's no time to lose. We're off to make our preparations. See you later.
See you later.
This is basically what I'll need. Do you think you'll have any difficulties?
I have most of the reagents with me, and I can buy the rest.
Kale, you're here too! Kainari, you have a master plan ready?
My hypothesis is that the swiftfly's morphological variations won't significantly affect their fundamental nature. So I'm planning on using this to lure them out. Of course, I could be wrong. Every mutation opens the door to new possibilities, especially when they are artificially introduced. Details will have to wait until after the post-experimental analysis. For now, Kale and I are going to buy some reagents for our experiment. Alright, well, see you later.
Okay, see ya!
Okay.
Hey, Layla! You look a little worried.
Yeah, I have no idea what I should do. What color are these swift flies? Do they have special markings? How do they differ from ordinary butterflies? Oh, I can't even figure out these basic questions, and most of what I've learned in the past is completely useless here.
Aren't people who research the stars supposed to have some extraordinary abilities? Why not use astrology to solve it?
Oh, you're another contestant. That guy, was it?
Is it that you can't use astrology during the day? Guess that skill's less useful than I thought.
No, it's not like that. If it's daytime, all I need is an astrolabe.
So, why don't you do that then?
Mona Magistus, the astrologist, said that those who constantly use astrology to obtain things that shouldn't be theirs will eventually lose the blessing from the stars. It's just something I read in an academic publication. I really love to read Mona's essays.
You're overthinking it. Power is just a tool. It just seems to me that you don't have the resolve to win this. Well, suit yourself. Wallow in your immature ideals if you like.
Hey! Seriously? Just walking off after saying a bunch of mean stuff like that?
Did I say something wrong just now?
Wah, harus ngeklik, Cok.
Thank you so much. I've made up my mind not to use astrology for this. I think I'll just try my luck in the city. To be honest, I've always been pretty good at observation, and if I'm fortunate, I might be able to find that special butterfly species.
Lord Sino seems to have found a swiftfly. Come on, let's go check it out.
Really? Where?
The butterfly flew up high, and he's chasing it now.
Oh, no time to lose. Let's go see.
As expected of Sino. Actually, shouldn't you two go have a look as well? The moment when he catches the butterfly will likely be one worth recording after all. I'll head into the city shortly to start my own search. I'll see you later.
Alright, in that case, let's go see Sino first, and then we can check on what everyone else is up to.
Di mana China, cuy? Jauh nggak ya? Salah. Wah, harus jalan ini mah. Wih, di atas pohon,
We found you, Sino! Oh, wait, is that a swiftfly?
Stay put. Don't move.
He caught it! Huh? Sino, what's wrong?
This isn't what I'm looking for. It's a...
Finally, I made it. I heard that you caught a swiftfly, Sino. Mind letting me see what it looks like? Hold on. Isn't this the mechanical bait that I released earlier? Why would you catch that instead of a swiftfly?
Wait a minute. If we consider this from a different angle, Isn't it a good thing that the bait you made was convincing enough to fool even Sino?
That's right. During a previous interior design project, I felt that the artificial flowers on a wall were a little bland, so I decided on placing a few moving mechanical butterflies to add some pizzazz. In order to make them both small and nimble, I consulted with Madame Faruzan. Not long ago, the two of us took all those mechanical butterflies and released them into the city.
Why would you do that?
Need you even ask? Young people these days really do need to get out more. Have you never played that game where you place strips of paper on a bamboo pole and wave it across a field of flowers to attract a whole kaleidoscope of butterflies?
No, I haven't. Wait, so you're trying to...
That's right. The butterflies within the city will mistake our mechanical bait for one of their own and follow them around. As long as we keep releasing and retrieving our bait, we can capture all the butterflies within the city. What comes afterward is just a matter of separating the swift flies from the others.
Huh. Guess that's one way to do it.
Do not underestimate the wisdom of your elders. I had already thought of this method the moment the round's rules were announced. Of course, we also owe much to this fine junior of mine here for making such lifelike butterflies. It seems that Kasharawar has not quite declined as far as I had thought in recent years. Their teaching skills at least seem to be intact.
Well, I just stuck to what I do best. The idea was yours.
No need to be so polite. Once we capture all these butterflies, we shall split the points for this round. Look, one of them is returning now. Huh? Wait a moment. Are my eyes deceiving me? Why don't I see any butterflies behind it?
That's because there are none. Seems like your plan has hit a snag.
Looks like the match continues. I'll be looking elsewhere.
Huh. Strange. Has something else diverted their attention? Come, let's search in the direction the bait returned from.
We'll go have a look too.
Oh, gila cuy, suruh ngikutin. Mana cuy? Gila, ada kayak Assassin's Creed cuy, ngikutin ini karakter temen. Mana cuy, gue nggak lihat. Mana nggak ada di atas? Oh, ini nih.
Huh? Faruzan? Kaveh? Why did you two stop?
So it was the Morta boy.
Kainari!
Fascinating, isn't it? The butterflies have all congregated here due to a special incense that I used. I infused it with 3 different types of honey, and the butterflies, following the fragrance, have gathered around me.
Butterflies must have really sharp noses then. Wait, do they even have noses? I've never seen one.
They do not, in fact, and their vision isn't stellar either. However, they can use their antennae to distinguish between scents, and their olfactory senses are generally quite advanced, allowing them to detect floral fragrances from great distances.
Oh, so that's how it is. I had a pet butterfly once. I picked wildflowers and placed them in its box, but it wouldn't eat any.
That's normal. Raising butterflies isn't difficult, but there are many things you should take note of. Appropriate temperature, sufficient air, and a spacious environment are examples of such considerations. You must also ensure that the food you've chosen suits their palate. Most importantly, you must curb your curiosity and avoid disturbing them while they rest. Otherwise, they may become stressed.
Sorry. I liked to poke at its wings at the time.
Humans tend to rear many creatures due to their aesthetic value, but not all are suited to such a process. Caring for living beings is hard work. Impulse alone is insufficient. Some prerequisite knowledge is always required.
You sure do know a lot. I have a question too. I bought a scarab not long ago and it hasn't
Habib
seemed
coy
very
namanya.
active. Can you help me figure out why?
I'd like to keep a duskbird as a pet. What are some key points I should consider?
Is it possible to keep a Rishbalin tiger as a pet?
All right, it seems like you all have a great deal of questions. But I am in the middle of the Inter Darshan Championship at the moment, so I'm afraid I can't answer them all now. Let me propose an alternative. Next month, there will be a biology lecture at Gandharvaville, and I will be sharing some interesting insights on living organisms there. If you're interested, you can attend that lecture, and if you should have any questions, just prepare them ahead of time. I'll answer questions after I've finished speaking.
All right, I'll be there.
Of course, please try to ask more rational questions. For example, whether you can raise a Rishbalin tiger as a pet or not is mainly dependent on whether you can overcome one in a fight.
Looks like Tainari's science lecture will draw quite a crowd.
Huh? Oh. Was I listening in for that long? Seems Kale's master does live up to his title as a teacher.
Madam Faruzan, I've had a look around. Nearly all the butterflies in this area have been attracted by the incense. However, we can cast our bait further away to avoid this area.
All right, then let's get moving. We shan't let all the butterflies get away from us if we can help it.
Seems like the competition's really heating up. Let's go see how the other contestants are doing.
Buka map. Gimana cuy? Oh, yang belum ada tandanya. Ini nih sini. Serasa ini ya Serenity Put ya? Mana coba tuh orang?
I've been searching for quite a while now, but I haven't seen any sign of the swiftflies yet. Instead, I ended up catching a few mechanical devices that looked very similar to butterflies. I wonder where they came from.
Looks like Faruzan and Kave's devices are everywhere now.
I'll keep up the search. That said, I've noticed that a number of butterflies in the city has already decreased a lot compared to when the event started. Probably because the other contestants are coming up with their own ways to catch butterflies. Alright, I'll do my best too. Huh?
What's this?
Oh, what a coincidence. I guess I just need to catch it now, right? Oh, please wait. There it goes.
It's so fast! Paimon thought Al-Haytham said they were only a little faster.
No, come back.
Come on, Traveler, let's
Sebegitunya,
go
cuy.
too. The locator's going off. Looks like someone's already caught themselves a swiftfly.
Cuma jalan bareng coy, bukan kejar-kejaran.
The locator's going off again. So, someone else finished too? That would mean that the one Layla's chasing is the last swiftfly.
Nih, gue gangguin. Ya. Parah banget.
Oh, it just occurred to me that we should also get you a makeup box.
No, it's fine. I don't think I'll end up using it.
Maybe you won't, but it doesn't hurt to have one, right? Come on, just trust me on this one. Huh? Who are you, and what do you want?
Please, don't move.
Don't move? Who sent you?
Dia.
Don't worry, I can handle this. Now, tell me, what do you want?
I believe she's looking for this. Here, take it.
A butterfly? Was it on my head?
Oh, you're...
It's been a while, Layla.
A friend of yours? Oh, so she must be the one you were telling me about.
Huh? You two know each other?
Oh yeah, it has been some time. The first time I ever woke up after sleepwalking, I somehow found myself in our village. Candace was the one
Sleepwalkingnya
who
serem
took care of
banget,
me
gila.
then.
That's right. She didn't look well, so I gave her something to eat. She said a lot of complicated things about astrology, the night sky, the stars. Not sure I understood it all, but it sounded pretty enchanting. Right. Do you still want this butterfly? It seems like you were chasing it all the way here. It's of little use to me, but if you don't want it,
Dan buka
I
chat
can't
tapi
release
malah.
it.
Just let her have it. It's no big deal.
The swiftfly was flying so fast, but you were able to catch it like it was nothing, Candace.
Oh, it didn't seem that quick, really. I was actually worried that I would injure it. But I'm glad that didn't happen.
Anyway, sorry about the butterfly thing. With the way you suddenly came running over like that, I thought you were hired to take us out or something. Huh. On second thought, I guess I've never seen an assassin that looks tired with dark bags around their eyes. Oh, you must be taking part in the championship. Take it from me. Don't let it stop you from getting some rest.
I'll do what I can. Thank you.
We'll be on our way then.
Nanggung cuy,
See
kantong
you
matanya
later.
Layla kurang gitu.
Alrighty, let's bring the swiftfly back together with Layla.
Wih, Laylanya udah jalan aja cuy.
Make my escape.
Terus nanti katanya bukan yang ini.
It seems we have a third contestant who has returned with a swiftfly. With
Mayones itu
the
asalnya
first
dari minyak
round has come to an
kedelai.
end. I anticipate that all of you will keep up the effort for the second round. Dismissed.
Your closing statement sounded so... how do I put it? Decisive?
Decisive.
Well, you could certainly stand to try being more decisive, Nilu. It would help you live more freely.
Hang on a second. Who were the first two contestants with swiftflies?
Tainari was first, and as for the second, it's being discussed right now.
Hey, Alhaitham, I think I've come up with a good idea. Second place gets 2 points, right? Can't Madame Faruzan and I split the points between us?
Quite the imagination you have there. I've read the championship handbook from cover to cover, and I never saw any rule which permits that.
Then we can just add a rule.
Do you really think I'd do that?
Oh, come on, you're not going to stand in the way of my victory, are you?
Well, you're free to send the organizing committee an application outlining your naive proposal. They'll get back to you within 3 working days.
3 working days? It'll be too late by then.
Unfortunately for you, even dreaming is gonna cost you.
Paimon gets it now. Kaveh and Faruzan found the second swiftfly together, but the rules say that only one person can get the points.
Oh well, the rules are the rules. Since you call me madam and politely ask for my help, I shall give you these points.
So I'll put the points under Kave's name then?
No. If I take these points, won't that only detract from your contributions, Madame Faruzan? You might be alright with that, but I cannot do it. Not in good conscience.
I don't have any problem with it. There are 2 more rounds after all. Losing one isn't a major setback. But if you insist, I have another method. We can draw lots to see who will receive the points.
Lots, huh?
What? Is there something wrong with that idea?
No. Well, let's do it.
All right. I'll get the paper needed for the lots. Give me a moment.
Oh, seriously?
I'm sorry, but it appears that luck was on my side this time.
No, you do deserve it. I'm just lamenting my bad luck. Perhaps that's why my life is rife with troubles.
Indeed. It's rare to see anyone with such terrible luck be so willing to decide victory via lots.
And what would you know about that? I just...
We can save bickering for later. Record the points under Faruzan, and that'll finally bring the first round to a close. The second round will be held in the desert. We'll be moving our commentator stand over to Aru Village. Let's meet up in Aru Village once everything is ready. I'll announce the details of the second round then. Till then, you have some free time. I'm off the clock at this point, so it's farewell for now.
Wait, I'll hate them! You...
Don't be upset, Kave. Sighing can carry away your good luck, you know.
Oh, so that's how it works. In that case, I'll take in some deep breaths. Maybe that'll help me make up for all the luck I've lost. It's really no big deal. 2 points aren't enough to decide victory or defeat just yet. I'll win the next round, you'll see.
Looks like you've managed to pick yourself back up, young man.
Young man?
I must warn you, though, that I'm quite familiar with the desert. You'll have to try your best if you don't want to lose.
I'm no stranger to the desert either. I'll be fine. All right then, that's enough chit-chat for now. I'm going to check the area out.
So the current standings are Tainari in first place, Faruzan in second, and Layla in third. Guess we should also take a nice break before the next round starts. But where should we go first?
Why, you two look a little lost. If you're not sure where to start enjoying the Akademiya extravaganza, then may I suggest that you have a chat with our boss?
Your boss? Who's that? Do we know them?
Well, only the most famous merchant in all of Sumeru, Lord Sangamo Bay.
Oh, you mean Dory!
Oh, Dory.
Precisely. Our boss sent me to inform you two that she'll be waiting for you at Sumeru City's North Gate.
North Gate, pintu bagian utara di situ ya.
Oh, well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon.
Hey, Dory! Are you here to attend the Akademiya extravaganza too?
Of course! People are practically flocking to Sumeru City. You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to do business.
Bisa gitu loh, bocil loh.
This is one of the entrances into the city.
Keren
It's
lah.
very close to the Wisdom Gala booths. There'll be an endless stream of customers. I can already hear the mora going clink, clink, clink as they fill my coin pouch. Well, is there anything you'd like to purchase? We've got everything you need and deals that can't be beat.
Well, do you have anything to eat?
Oh, wait, we're celebrating the extravaganza and you're only thinking of eating... I mean, of course, we've got lots of things to eat. That said, I recommend that you also consider some of the great bargains we have going on. The Wisdom Gala is about to begin, and once it starts, each of the Darshans will prepare a small challenge for everyone. And just between us, I have some super booster supplements for sale. Eat just one to boost both your strength and dexterity for a short time, allowing you to overcome any challenge.
Beda ya translate-nya. Bingung aing.
Challenges are gonna be a cinch for the two of us. Just you watch. Anyway, Paimon just wants something to eat, please. If you don't have any food, then we'll just go somewhere else.
All right. Mora is Mora, after all. Oh, what would you like to eat?
Well, Paimon's pretty hungry right now. Do you have any tachin?
Tachin?
This is a huge job, isn't it?
If this works out, we'll be set.
Here you go. 2 servings of tachin. See? I told you there's nothing Lord Sangamabay can't procure.
Yay! Huh? What are you looking at, Traveler? Oh? Who? Someone we know?
Was it someone suspicious? Have we attracted some unwanted attention?
Huh? What's happening, Dory? Is there something else going on?
I don't know who you saw just now, but I do have some hard-to-come-by information about the extravaganza. If you want to know more, we can talk business later.
Gila Wih, bagian 1 selesai. Oh gila, baru mulai coy. Biomimetik, kumpulan gambar bintang, proyek penghubungan, penelitian arkeologi, penjajakan kebenaran, reaksi ramuan. Gila. Banyak banget, gila loh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 ya? 5, 6, 7. Wah, habis gua. 8. Gila sih, banyak banget Oh, ini buat pembukaan yang tadi ya. Yang datang dan pergi. Permulaan dan akhir. Oh gila sih, ini banyak banget sumpah. Oke guys, sekian dulu untuk video kali ini. Like, comment, and subscribe di channel, and see you in the next video. Bye bye bro. Oh gila sih, ini event barbar bener. 1 jam loh dari semenjak mulai event. Gue masih kepo-kepo apa banyak gitu. Ini juga belum selesai. 5 hari lagi bisa nggak ya gue? Gala tuh yang ini ya. Ya udah guys, sekian dulu videonya. Tapi nanggung coy, bentar lagi 2 jam. Banyak banget loh. Stand gala banyak banget sumpah. Ntar deh gue pikir-pikir lagi gimana cara mainnya ntar. See you in the next video. Bye bye.